What's crackalacking, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about my early NBA award predictions. Not really early, this video will probably come out the third or second week of the NBA season starting, but it's still fucking early to me, so who the fuck cares? Let's start off with Rookie of the Year. I want to start off with this award because I really don't watch college basketball other than the Final Four of March Madness, and I don't watch high school basketball at all, or AAU basketball like at all. So for Rookie of the Year, I have Jalen Green winning the award. I'm going to keep this short, sweet, and simple. I believe he's going to win the award because honestly, the Rockets are not going to make the playoffs. They are a rebuilding team after the James Harden situation happened. So I believe they're just going to let Jalen Green do whatever Jalen Green wants to do. I don't believe no one will be able to say anything to him because they just want him to become the best player available from that draft class. So the Rockets can have something built towards the future with Christian Wood and Jalen Green available with KPG. For most improved player, I have Michael Porter Jr. from the Denver Nuggets winning this award. As we all know, Jamal Murray's out for the Denver Nuggets for at least half the year or until the playoffs. Michael Porter Jr. will have to step up huge now that Jamal Murray is out. He has to go from a third option to a second option, which is a huge step in my opinion, especially for a young player like Michael Porter Jr. Also, the Nuggets just gave him a huge contract, so if he makes an all-star team or all-NBA team, which I don't remember from the top of my head, he will get a bonus with this contract happening and Jamal Murray being out. I believe Michael Porter Jr. has the biggest odds to win this award because he's in a situation that will make him want to win this award. This will show fans that this contract wasn't a mistake. This will show the Denver Nuggets that this contract wasn't a mistake if he wins this award. On to the next award, we'll be talking about Sixth Man of the Year. For Sixth Man of the Year, I believe Derrick Rose of the New York Knicks will win this award. As we all know, Derrick Rose is a former MVP, the youngest MVP, but due to injuries, he has taken a step back from what he could have become. In my opinion, Derrick Rose has made a mini comeback, but not as a star player, as a bench player, and I feel like this position is right now, at the moment, is really great for him. As we all know, the Knicks made the playoffs last year, and Derrick Rose had a huge impact on that. Last year, Julius Randle had a huge offensive decline in the playoffs against the Hawks, but Derrick Rose had a huge offensive step that made him one of the best players in those playoff series against the Hawks. I believe Derrick Rose is the best sixth man in the league right now, and his impact will be the reason why the Knicks will make the playoffs this year as either a 6th seed or a 7th seed and possibly a 5th seed. I just believe the East is way too deep right now, way deeper than the West to make the Knicks a top 4 seed. But if Derrick Rose has a huge impact on the offensive side of the ball, I believe they will be a great 7th to 5th seed. Moving on to the next award, now we'll be talking about the DPOY award, or the Defensive Player of the Year award. I might be a little biased on who I'm going to give this to, but I believe his impact will be a huge reason why this team makes a top 3 or top 4 seed in the East. As we know, the Miami Heat is my favorite team in the NBA, and this is why my pick for the DPOY award might sound a little bit biased. But my pick for the DPOY award is Bam Adebayo of the Miami Heat. Of course, the Miami Heat will be a great defensive team with Kyle Lowry and Jimmy Butler on the defensive side of the ball. But I believe most of the defensive side of the ball will be placed on Bam Adebayo. I feel like that he have a great mix of offensive and defensive players, but I feel like the greatest defensive player that they have right now is Bam Adebayo, and I just feel like he needs to take a bit more steps to be that great defensive player we all know he can be. Last year, he got robbed of being the finalist of the Defensive Player of the Year, replaced by Draymond Green. In my opinion, Draymond Green was a great defensive player last year, but Bam Adebayo should have been at least in the top 3 finalists of that year's award. I believe the Heat have a top 3 defensive team this year, and this will be because of Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo is a versatile defender. Let me say this again. Versatile defender. You should ask Jazz fans why that's important. Anyways, let's get back to the subject. I just feel like Bam will be focused more on the defensive side of the ball this year, and I believe he will take his role as the best Heat defender on the team right now very seriously. And he will be a reason why the Heat are a top 3 defensive team this year. Now, let's move on and talk about the MVP. For MVP, I have Kevin Durant winning this award. Enough joking around. Kevin Durant is my MVP of this year's NBA season. Kevin Durant has come back from an injury and he looks way better than ever, in my opinion. If his foot wasn't too damn long, maybe we'd be calling the Nets the champions of 2021. But no, Kevin Durant has size 13 Nikes, and his long ass foot made him stop from getting that buzzer beater 3. Clearly, he needs to chop off the foot. But enough joking around. The MVP award always goes to the best player on the best team or the player with the best narrative, Russell Westbrook. And let's be honest. Let's really be honest. The Brooklyn Nets, if it was just Kyrie and James Harden, would be a great team. But would it be as great without Kevin Durant? No. No, it fucking wouldn't. If you said yes. Kyrie and James Harden are both great players. Let me emphasize that. They're both great players. But the Brooklyn Nets will not be a great team without Kevin Durant. Now, let's get to my actual reason why I believe Kevin Durant will win this year's award. I can be just lazy and just tell you Kevin Durant is going to do Kevin Durant things. But let me give you a reason why I believe he's going to win this award. Reason 1. He is the best player on the best team in the league right now. Yes, they didn't win the championship, but that doesn't mean they're not the best team in the league. We all know if Kyrie wasn't injured and James Harden was at 100%, the Nets will be the 2021 champions right now. But it's not only the fact that he's the best player on the best team, there's another reason why. And that reason is that Kevin Durant has to play with Kyrie Irving. For those who do not know, Kyrie Irving is not getting the vaccine for the COVID-19. That means he won't be playing in home games at all or any New York Knicks games at all. Any state that requires the vaccine to be in public events, Kyrie can't play in. And that means he won't be able to play most games at all. This means Kevin Durant and James Harden both have to take a huge step in the offensive thing because the Nets are not a great defensive team at all. But I believe Kevin Durant will take a huge step in the offensive side of the ball. Kevin Durant has a story. Kevin Durant is the best player on the team. His story is that he has to play over Kyrie's bullshit. He has to play over him not getting vaccinated. He has to play with his maybe third, maybe second best player. I don't fucking know how y'all want to fucking base the fucking Brooklyn Nets stature, but we all know Kevin Durant has to be on top. That is the reason why he's the best player on the team. He has to play over Kyrie's bullshit, and this is why he will be the 2021 to 2022 MVP of the NBA. But that's it for today. It was a very short video, I know, but it was just a quick little video to tell you who I think the awards will go to. You might agree, you might not agree. I don't give a fuck. That's it for today. Okay, bye.